Deep down, we're not just afraid to try. We're afraid to be seen trying and failing. We're afraid of how people perceive us if we get it wrong. We're afraid of looking small. We're afraid of vulnerability. And so we play safe. We hide ourselves. We shrink ourselves. And we call it shyness or timidity. But what if I told you your shyness is just disguised as pride? What if it's just your ego trying to protect itself? About a week ago, I attended the Audacity conference and P-Shows reiterated something that set an alarm off in my head. He said, playing small does nothing but protect your ego. It immediately took me back to something that happened in uni. A lecturer had asked someone in class a question. She hesitated. She obviously was shy. People tried to speak up for her, but he refused and said she wasn't shy. She was proud. And I genuinely remember at that moment, the class fell silent. He then went on to explain that many times we disguise shyness or timidity as humility, when in reality, it's just pride. Not pride as in arrogance, but pride as in ego. Fast forward to a few years, he shows is reiterating the same thing. I had to do a little digging. And I found out something quite interesting, a concept called self-handicapping. I'll just read out what it means. Self-handicapping is a psychological defense mechanism where individuals fearing failure create obstacles that hinder their own performance. So, apparently your brain is wired to protect your identity, your sense of self, and your reputation. And when a situation seems to threaten these things like speaking up, being visible, taking risks, trying publicly, the brain activates defensive behaviors like procrastination, perfectionism, shrinking, avoidance, playing small. Not because you're incapable, not because you're lazy, not because you're weak. It's just your ego trying to keep you safe. I said all of that to say this and to remind you and myself that playing small does not protect your future. And I truly hope that this inspires you to do hard things this week. Anyway, and that's today's tea on this thing called storytelling. I would see you tomorrow. Have a great week.